Sixers camp day 3 officially in the books. Today we'll break down everything important from day 3, a high-intensity practice, 5-on-5 footage, and interesting dialogue between Doc Rivers and James Harden, and a whole bunch more on today's show. Let's go.
Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome into Philly Take with RB, number one show for Sixers fans, providing that passion and breaking it all down. You know what to do. Spike that like button, help support the show, and spread the content. You guys have been showing major support. Subscribe right now and hit the bell so you don't miss any of these videos or live streams. Today we're back, and yes, another successful practice in Charleston, South Carolina. This was the one I was waiting for. You know, the game style things happened today. The 5-on-5s, the drills, you know, the 3-on-3s, all that good stuff, man. We will be breaking it all down. An NBA featured practice, which was very interesting, and it gave us a lot of good footage. But before we do that, a quick word for the sponsor of tonight's show. Shout out to Manscaped, leading provider in men's below-the-waist grooming products. Their Performance Package 4.0 is the game changer, man. They have the Lawnmower 4.0. They have the Weed Whacker. They have the Crop Reviver, the Crop Preserver. All these products to help take your grooming experience to the next level. My favorite is the Lawnmower 4.0. It has skin-safe technology, a cutting-edge ceramic blade to help you avoid hitting the jewels or, going deeper and hitting the roots. We know, man, it's going to be fall time, winter time. We're going out to the bars, the clubs, all that stuff. Maybe you're talking to a girl. You're rounding first, rounding second base, and boom, you're trying to take it to another level. But you remember, I forgot to trim the bushes this morning, man. Look no further. Manscaped has you covered, man. Let them take your grooming experience to another level. Go get you one of these Lawnmower 4.0s. Click the link down in the description. Go check out all their inventory, man. Use promo code PhillyTake for 20% off and free shipping. All right, we are back. Day 3, man. Day 3. What a freaking practice this was. It was actually featured on the NBA app. I didn't even know about this. I was alerted halfway through. I start watching and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. The NBA app was streaming the entire practice. Guys were going in. They were mic'd up. It was nuts. And, man, I hope they do more things like this because I really, really enjoyed it. But anyway, let's start off with just a few tidbits, man. First and foremost, shout out to Joel Embiid, who has said that he became a citizen 2 weeks ago in Philadelphia. Obviously, he's from Cameroon, so shout out to Joel Embiid, and congrats, man. Congrats to Joel Embiid. Good news, man. Also, Dawn Staley in the crowd today. Doc made an announcement, made it known. Shout out to her, the national champion, the Philly native. She breeds toughness, man. It was good to have her in attendance. Shout out to her. Always a positive influence. And some warm-up clips. Look at this. Niang Maxey popping out to the corner. I'm telling you, I can't even put all the footage on today. We're going to go through a lot of clips. There were a ton. Like I said, everything on the NBA, they were just streaming the entire thing. But we certainly have some interesting things to get into. So let's look at our first glance at some actual game footage. The guys were running 3v3s. I actually tuned in at the perfect time because right when I tuned in, they stopped doing their drills. They were right at the end, and then they started doing the little 3v3v3 thing, and then they got into the 5-on-5s. We got to see these guys in action. Obviously not going 100%, but it was cool. Look at this, man. We have Toby swinging it. Maxey going to drive, go up. He even said and one on that play. We got Ferk going in for the layup. We got the 1s against the 2s, maybe the 3s. We have Tobias and Embiid. Look at this smackdown. Joel in midseason form, baby. Joel in mid-season form. And then you got Toby on the float. I love it. I love it. Look at this, man. These guys were balling today. Harden pokes it out. And we saw that, man. Maxey with the layup. And then here's another one. Harden pops one for 3. You got Embiid knocking down a 3. You got Harden knocking down 3. Look at that. He's going to pull up. Embiid sets one. Smackdown, baby. Let's go. I love it. The form is already looking to be ready. Mid-season form, baby. Mid-season form. So these guys, man, they were getting at it. They were getting at it. They were going, again, not too hard, but Harden and Embiid. To me, when I look at this practice today overall, it was mostly about the stars, right? We've been hearing about these guys like PJ Tucker, and yesterday was the Springer day, right? Some of these guys' stocks are rising. Today was what I was waiting for. It was the day of the stars. It was James Harden. It was Joel Embiid. Maxey was flying all over the floor. Tobias was making his impact felt. Today was about the stars and them establishing their presence and working on their chemistry together. But I would be doing a disservice if I did not say who the star of today was. It was Doc Rivers. Yes, it was. And I know we get on Doc. I know a lot of us don't like him. Okay, there are things that really frustrate me about what he said. But today, getting this inside look, I thought it was awesome. Him being mic'd up, us getting to see a whole run of the practice. I thought he did a fantastic job today. And I'm going to start it off with my favorite clip of the day. It is a little bit long. This video might be a little bit long, but who cares? We're going to play most of this. A dialogue between Doc Rivers and James Harden post-practice about, just establishing that connection and what needs to happen. This was awesome. Let's listen up.
Yeah, that's it. We're going to have court tomorrow. No fool. I'm just going to stay on you because I get what you're saying, all right? I want you to hear me first. I get it 100%. But what I'm trying to get Joel first is to establish himself, to be a better post player. We were a horrible, would you agree, a horrible post-passing team last year? Horrible. All right, so our objective is getting that first. And that's why you got to have the right spirit about it. And you got to be a leader. Like, motherfucker, get them to do it right. And then what we got to get great at, just because we're looking for him, if there are two guys in the paint, we swing it, don't play. All right? And then what I got to get y'all right on is when to roll, when to pop, when you got the ice. And that's what I was saying. You and him, y'all got to get a communication where y'all listen to each other, right? If you want it, like I thought that last 3 or 4 times you wanted it. We got to get you in what you want. Like, you can't just say you're a facilitator. I need you to be a scorer and a facilitator. And it's going to take time figuring it out. But we need you to be the aggressive James that you were those last 5 minutes. And it's going to come. It's going to take a while. But when it clicks, James, we're going to be unbeatable. Unbeatable.
And James Harden goes on after this. I'm not going to play the rest because it's a little bit long, but he just starts talking about, I know how impactful I can be, not only on the ball, off the ball, getting Maxey his looks, getting Tobias because I draw on the defense. That is good situational awareness, for James Harden after a practice, just knowing I have to make my presence felt. And it seems like he was getting a little bit off that. And I love how Doc Rivers right here has a great coaching moment. I wish we saw more of this where he's like, no, James, not only do you need to be the scorer at times, the facilitator, we need you to be that guy. And again, we don't need Houston Harden, but you have to pick your spots when Maxey may be off or Embiid or when you need to get going. If you can really shake up a defense and keep them off balance, and sometimes you're coming out and you're hitting a couple step backs and you're making them scared, that version of Harden can really make this team lethal. And I like how Doc says, you and Joel need to work this out, and you will. I like that confidence. He said, we are going to be unbeatable once you do so. That's a great moment from Doc Rivers. It's important to have the trust of your stars and vice versa. And it right here really looks like James has the ear, and so does Doc. Like they seem to be connecting well. And they're having a good dialogue. This is what happens. Not everything is always sunshine and rainbows. And you have to go through these things, be willing to take criticism. And it's good that Doc Rivers is able to talk to his stars like this. So I really enjoyed this clip right here. Also, Doc Rivers, another quick clip, talking about James Harden and Joel Embiid. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but he says they all want it. James wants to win. Joel wants to win, and they know they have to figure it out. And he says they will figure it out. He just, again, emphasizes that point. Like, these guys are hungry. They want it this year. They want it now. It seems like this is a very confident team with an all-in mentality, and that's been the story of the offseason. I want to play something else as well, but here's a quote from what Doc Rivers said today. Quote, we're throwing it to Joel, as James says, 8 out of 10. Sixers' bread and butter offensive set will be the PNR. We're trying to establish that, as I've talked about last year, and we have a lot of different cutthroat PNR combinations, whether it's Maxey and Embiid, Harden and Embiid, Maxey, Tobias. There's a lot you can do with this offense. You have so many toys. I heard somebody on the broadcast earlier on the practice stream say, yo, we have so many different combinations. It's like Doc is out here playing with a bunch of toys. Like, he just needs to figure out the best combinations. And I love it, man. I love it. And I do think it'll click. And we saw it. We saw a sample size of it. I think it could be one of the most efficient in the league. At least it was statistically. Now, I want to play this. Doc Rivers talking about James Harden once again. Let's just listen up.
And secondly, James looks like he can play now too, because he looks great. He really did. He put in the work this summer on the floor as far as work, and then off the floor to take a hit like that, was phenomenal for us. You don't see that much anymore. You really don't. And you've been around, Sam. You should be coaching somewhere right now, in my opinion. But it's guys, you've been around players, right? And guys all say they want to win. They all say they want to win. But usually it's as long as I can get whatever I want to get and do whatever I want to do. And James is showing us that it does take sacrifice to be a champion. And he's going for it. And it's huge for us.
I love it, man. I love it. Once again, just talking about that championship aspiration. Doc, man, like I said, he had a great day. He was praising his guys. He was also giving them feedback, and he was being tough on them. There's other clips. Go ahead and check them out, on this Twitter page, Sirius XM Radio, where Doc is trying to get inside Tyrese a little bit and say, yo, you got to be aggressive. He said it to James. He said it to Tyrese. Yo, you got to step up and be that guy sometimes. You can't wait for everybody else. We need you to step up and be that dog. You have to do it. And I saw a lot of accountability today. I thought Doc did a great job. I'm not going to hold him on anything else. He did solid today, man. He really kept that energy high. Even watching that practice, seeing guys that we haven't seen yet, like Montrezl Harrell, seeing more PJ Tucker action, Melton, everybody's talking, screaming. They're going through drills. They're closing out. There were just great vibes around this team today. It really made me ready to go. It made me inspired, honestly. Another guy that once again stole the show, Tyrese Maxey. I'm just going to play a clip from him. This is my other favorite clip of the day. Tyrese Maxey was having a blast. Maybe it's because he was mic'd up. Probably not. This kid has an insane amount of energy. He's only 21. Let's hear Tyrese Maxey at camp today.
I'm running. Hey, here I go. Hey. Go run. There we go. Shoot the rock. Good shot, Fergie. Good job, Milk. Here we go.
This is my favorite part right here.
Go, G. We running. Good job, Tease. Good pass, Tease. Come on, James. Oh, I'm in it. I want his ass. Oh, yeah, we got him. Yeah, team ass. Good job, Joe. I'm top. I'm on elbow. I'm in the help with the elbow. Come on, Joe. Oh, yeah, no, I got J-Love. I got him. Nope. Come on, J-Love.
Pokes away PJ, gets in his face. Man, what else can I say? This kid has a lot of potential written on the wall. Given the natural maturation process of a young player, I mean, all we can expect is in a few years this kid to be really good. And the one step he said he wants to improve on is being a vocal leader. We're already seeing that, man. If he just gets smarter, as he will naturally, he's just going to be so good. So shout out to Maxey once again. Bring in the energy. You got to love the kid. Yeah, I mean, you have to. Last couple things. Joel Embiid, once again had a great day. There was actually a clip, though, I saw. He got a little frustrated with Paul Reed where Paul was trying to get up on him, pushing him a little bit on defense, and Embiid threw the ball down. He's got that demon in his eyes. He's got that vengeance like, yo, nobody's going to mess with me. It made for an intensive practice. It was nice, though. And Embiid knocking down shots, just once again being that leader. Everybody's looking at him to step up. Tobias on Joel's season ahead, quote, last year was an MVP year in my opinion. Joe is Joe. He comes to play every night, always has great energy, and wants to be as dominant as he can be. As you can see, the guys surely trust in Joel. Good to hear another leader on the team stepping up, talking about him well. And then here's a clip from Daryl Morey, the GM, also showing some love to Joel.
What I love about Joel is every offseason he's adding something. he's the most skilled big man I've ever been around, and he works on his game and shows it. His ability to handle the ball, shoot from all areas of the floor, different kinds, is super unique, and he puts that work in so he can show it on the floor.
Shout out to Daryl, man. Fantastic offseason. Again, trusting in his guy. All the guys know what to expect from Joe, but like Daryl said, he always even adds something more, and Joel's been quiet about it, so who knows what's coming. There was even a clip Tyrese said today, sometimes I get kind of starstruck on the court just watching Joel go. It's like a 7-foot guard. Joel, man, I can't wait to see what he's going to do this year. He's going to be even more pissed off, and it's time to put all that energy and win a championship, man. This team, all good vibes from today. The last thing, Matisse Thybulle. Joe actually comments on Thybulle's growth. Yesterday, I just left an open-ended question. At the end of the video, I said, what's going on with Matisse Thybulle? Because they praised him, they talked about him a lot, and then we hadn't heard anything over the first couple of days. So I said, what's going on, right? We're waiting to hear about Thybulle. Here's what Joel says, quote, I'm so proud of Matisse. So far, you can tell he put in the work all summer. He's been amazing. He's made a lot of improvement, and that's what we want. So we finally hear something about Thybulle. Hopefully, this isn't, again, adding on to the potential trade, praise up, so we can try to get him and get his value up. But hey, I'm hoping to see some more clips of Thybulle. I didn't see much of him in the practice today. Him, Isaiah Joe, I did see Jaden Springer pushing up on the guys a little bit of Shake Milton action, but definitely looking forward to seeing what Thybulle looks like if his shot improves. That being said, man, those are just my thoughts. Another great productive day. This team trending in the right direction. Give me all your thoughts down below in the comment section. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like always, hit that like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.